Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So everyone, welcome to this live session onto the YouTube channel Unacademy Computer Science. So how are you all doing? Just let me very quickly open in your chats, guys. Allow me a minute. And till then, you all let me know how are you all doing. Yeah, so hi everyone, hi, very good evening all of you, very good evening guys, welcome to this live session. How are you all doing everyone? If you all are here, just give me a hi in the chat box or drop anything as well as I just get to know that you are here and you have joined in the session. Okay, I'll be waiting for your response for 1-2 minutes, okay, and then I'll be starting in for today. So let me know everyone, how are you all doing in the chat box? How are you all and how are the things going at you, and especially how is the preparation going for GATE 2024? Yes everyone, tell me, how are you all doing? And just even confirm me, am I audible to you all? Is the voice audible, guys? Great. So here we all had started out the machine learning preparations for your GATE Data Science DS and AI for GATE 2024 exam, right? So previously we had already done a lot of things with the Python and with the DSC for GATE 2024. Okay, now it's the turn we will be going ahead and starting on with the machine learning for your data science and AI. Okay, we actually have already started on with the machine learning previously, but yeah, there was a gap because of some other things, some internal issues. Because of that, there was a gap, a long gap, I guess a 1 week gap. Okay, so might you have forgotten that little bit of details. I'll just give you a revision of all the things as well, right? So I'll let you know that the sessions from today, they will be going live every day at 7 p.m. in the evening. Okay, and we'll be live at every day, and we'll be covering about the machine learning for the GATE Data Science and AI. Okay, so just do share this live stream with your friends. If they want to join in, they can also join in this particular live streams. We can be there. Okay, they can also come in and get in their doubts cleared or learn about the machine learning, just not only for the GATE DS and AI for 2024, but even for your interview preparations also you can join in, and yeah, you can surely start in with the things over here. Okay, so let me know how are you all doing, guys. Okay, I don't know why the messages were not visible. Now they are visible. Okay, very good evening, Rugi. Hi. Okay, hi movies, hi Rugi, hi Aditya. Very okay, it's good evening movies. Hi Chandrakumar, very good evening Krish. Okay, thanks for confirmation, Prabhat. Thank you for the confirmation, Rugi. Is it starting from from initial to final only will be starting in. Okay, good to go. Great to hear that. Okay, clear. Perfect. Okay, Prashant. Hi, welcome to the session. Right, we did the supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. We have already done all these three, right? Okay, Prashant, I request you to refresh your live stream once. ठीक है, आई ट्राई ना कि मैं हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों का यूज़ करूँ. इट माइट हैपन कि बीच में आई वुड गो विद इंग्लिश ओनली. सो ना यू जस्ट रिमाइंड मी एक बारी बीच में कि अगर बहुत ज़्यादा इंग्लिश हो रहा है, जस्ट ट्राई टू रिमाइंड मी इन बिटवीन कि मैम जस्ट गो विद हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश बोथ. ओके, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट हैबिट ना समटाइम्स while teaching I just go with English and English only. Just remind me once, otherwise I'll just try to make sure I keep this done. Okay, ठीक है. So guys, it's a long time. Okay, now I would request you that start with the preparations from today only. Okay, I'll be live every day, that I can say to you all. Okay, and you all also have to be learning up the things over here with me. Okay, you just have to, you just have now left out, it's already 9th of December today. Okay, you have around 50 to 60 days, last 50 to 60 days for your preparations for your GATE 2024. Right now, it's the very last time for you for this year to appear in the GATE exam and secure a good rank. Fine. So now for the last 1.5 months, just go and be very serious. Okay, leave everything else, whatever you have, other stuffs, whatever are going, leave everything else and start with the preparations, because you know, just 1.5 months and you will be having a government college into your hand for your further studies, right? And that is what you have dreamt of, and that's the reason you might have filled up the GATE form also. Fine. So it's just 1.5 months for your dreams to do come true. Okay, just put in all your efforts, all your strength into all the preparations of the GATE 2024. Okay, and I'm here for any kind of the any queries, any support, right? Anything you want from me, I am here with you all. Okay, so anytime, just onto the chat, you can always message me about any of the issues or any doubts or any kind of support you want from me. Okay, fine. So we'll be starting on with a quick revision about the machine learning, and then we'll be moving on today's topic in detail. So let me know you all, ki what do you mean, like exactly what do you understand from machine learning, what machine learning is. Tell me everyone, what is machine learning according to you guys? And everyone, be quick in giving me the answers, because we will not be spending a lot of time here onto this previous revision. We'll be just having half an hour of revision of previous things, all the topics which we have done. So be very quick in answering me out that what do you mean by machine learning. Okay. Okay, Aditya, for it's data science, right? Just a second. For ML and AI. Okay, see, Aditya, the topics which we have covered in the machine learning and AI, those are more than enough for you to go ahead with. See, whatever I am teaching, and if you see the topic wise also, now this is all just planned with your GATE syllabus only. Okay, I am going just according to your GATE syllabus. Even you will see the manner of the sessions when I schedule, so that is also just according to your syllabus of the GATE, DS and AI. So you can just like we have covered all the topics for the ML and AI for your GATE 2024 if we are talking about, right? Yeah. Okay. Tell me what machine learning is, guys, everyone. Be a little quick in answering me out, because we don't have a lot of time for the previous revision. We have to go on with a new topic also today. So help me out. What do you understand by machine learning? ML generate results based on training and available data set. Yeah, absolutely right, Rugi. That's completely true. So what machine learning is? Machine learning is something where you have a data with you. You have a data set with you, right? And based on to that particular data set, you take a few samples. You train the data, you test the data, you prepare the models, you apply the algorithms. And at the end, you go and interpret and come to a result. You predict the result for respective question or whatever has been asked up to you. That is what machine learning is completely, right? Aditya, ML is learning given to the machine to take decision by itself. Yeah, absolutely right. Okay, predicts and gives the result. Absolutely right, guys, right? So this is something key. Machine learning is something where you have a data, you train that data, you model that data and predict the respective result about whatever the question has been asked to you for whatever you are doing that particular data analysis. That is what machine learning is. Now, machine learning is categorized into three types, right? You all know machine learning is categorized into three types. Your supervised, unsupervised and reinforcement. Three types we have of the machine learning, right? Let's very quickly see them in detail about the supervised, unsupervised and reinforcement too. Okay? First one, I'll just take you to the supervised. Unsupervised we'll be learning a little bit afterwards, not right away. Okay? So see, supervised is whenever you have to train the data and you have a very well labeled data. Well labeled data means, guys, see, listen to me, ki you are given a data. Let's say you have a data of the animals or maybe of vegetables or of fruits. Okay, let's say you have a data of fruits. Now you have to train the machine. Okay, you have to train the machine that it is able to predict what an apple looks like, or what a banana looks like, or what grapes look like. You have to train the machine with that. And you know what's the best part? Best part is you are already given with the features that how does an apple looks like. We know apple is circle in shape or oval in shape, whatever you say, are red in color, right? That is what we say to the apple. Okay, if you see something completely of orange color, you will say that is an orange. If you see long and somewhat oval in shape, you will green in color, you will say these are grapes, right? So this is how we just simply try to categorize up the thing. So the best part of the supervised learning is you have this data with you. You have that what an apple looks like. You have what a orange look like. So you have this data that how does a grapes look like. Not just what you have to do, you have to just train up the model in such a way that if you get anything, it is able to predict that for you. You just have to do that particular thing, right? Now that is what exactly you have under the supervised learning. Fine, that is all what you have up over here. Right, example I gave you. So it is, the machine is provided with a new set of examples so that the supervised learning algorithms analyzes the training data and produces the correct outcome from the labeled data. Right, so you already have everything. You just have to make up a model so that it can predict up those respective things. You will just train the model in such a way, if you see anything of red color, say it is apple. If you see something of orange color, say that is a orange. Right, if you see something of green color, say it is a grapes. So that is how you just train up the supervised learning. So am I clear, everyone? What do you exactly mean by supervised learning? What is a supervised learning? Are we clear with the same, guys? Right, predicts up the results and the patterns. True. Supervised learning model is trained based on the input. Yes, absolutely right, Rugeek. You already have the input over here. Right, you even have the input and you even have that how does the output looks like. You have that thing also. You just have to train so that it is able to predict the output in the correct manner. That is it, what you have to do up in this. So yes, everyone, are we clear with the same, guys? Do give me confirmations also now, so that I also get to know that you are getting up the things and we can further proceed in also. Okay, fine, Rugeek, fine. Okay. Now, supervised learning is also classified into two types. Okay, you are having two categories of supervised machine learning also, classification and regression. Whenever you have a category, okay, whenever you have a category, that is called as a classification problem. The output is a category. Let's say ki, let's say ki I am having a data where a student's data where I have to search in that the students have passed the exam or they have failed up the exam. Right, let's say that is what I have to do. Right, now into that particular case, what I would say ki I have only two categories. First category is pass and the second category is fail. Right, apart from these two categories, we don't have anything else into the complete data. Fine, that is where we say the classification comes into the role. Okay, that is where we say that it is classification. Now when we talk about regression, now whenever we are having up the output into the real value in terms of any numbers, you take the number as dollars, right, or let's say I take the number as marks, right? I have the output variable which is the marks of the students which they have scored in different subjects. This is also a real value, right? That is also a number. So that will be my regression problem. So we classify the types of supervised learning based over the output variables. Okay, so if anyone any kind of question comes into the role ki how do you classify that what algorithm, what supervised learning algorithm you have to apply, you have to put, you would say I will be classifying that onto the basis of the output variable. If my output variable is category, I'll say it is a classification problem, and if my output variable is a real value, I'll say it is a regression problem. As simple as that. Okay, clear with that everyone? Are we clear with the same, guys? Rugik, XY dependable and independent variable. Right, absolutely yes. In the classification we have the dependent because it is basically dependent on some factor, and on the regression we don't say it is a dependent on factor, we say it is a independent variable, right? This way also you can say Rugik. Okay, okay. Okay, we haven't gone through this linear regression logistic, we haven't gone this types of regression in detail. So I'll just take these topics here in the detail as of now, okay? It's for regression. No, see, listen to me, Rugi. If you're talking about the XY dependable and independent variable, na, so if you talk about the output variable, so the dependent output variable will be into your classification only, because pass or fail, it is dependent on a few factors, right? Whether a student is pass or whether a student is fail, right? As there was an example previous, disease or no disease. So this is also dependent on a few factors, like if the student is having fever or maybe cough or cold. So in that case it is dependent. But when you talk about the regression, it is always an independent variable is over there, right? So independent variable kind of that doesn't depend on anything. Marks doesn't depend on any kind of the variable which has been mentioned up over there, right? So yeah, in that manner you can see for the classification we have the dependent variables, and for regression it is the independent variables that doesn't depend on any other factors. Clear with that? Perfect. Okay. Moving ahead, now see, we will be now discussing from here in detail, because I didn't discuss about the types of regressions with you all in detail. Okay. Now this is something which is for you to take care of very much. Okay, just try to listen about this thing in detail. We are having two types of regression. Right away we learned about the regression, that the output variable is a real value, a numbers. Fine. Now in that particular case, that is also having two different types. Okay, the very first type is your linear regression, second is your logistic regression. Okay. Now under linear regression what happens? It is a statistical regression method, okay, which is used for predictive analysis. Whenever you have to predict anything, okay, whenever you have to predict anything, in that case you will use up the linear regression, right? And what even it helps you to do, it helps you to show up the relationship between the continuous variables. Whatever the variables are there, it will help you to show up the relationship between those two variables. Now if I talk in detail about the linear regression, so when I say it is a predictive analysis, whenever you have to predict something, predict in terms of ki I have been given let's say a few use cases, right? Or maybe let's say very quickly take up an example. I am given with data of employees. Okay, now in that employees data I have to predict which employee is can be given the employee of the year award based over the performance. What are based over the performance, based over the regularity to the office, right? Based over the behavior in the office. So which particular employee can be given the best the award for the best employee of the year. That is where somewhere I have to predict something, right? There I have to predict, and now all the continuous variables, all the factors will be dependable. What contribution has been given to the by that person to the company, right? What about the regularity, what about the behavior, everything will be taken care of in that. That is something where you have to predict the output. That is a linear regression. And if talking about the logistic regression, you use up the classification problem. And I told you, classification problem always works over the variable where you are having only two options. Yes, no, true, false, 0, 1, right? Disease, no disease, pass, fail. This is what a logistic regression is. So logistic regression is actually used for the solving of the classification problems, because classification problem doesn't has any of its own branches for solving any kind of the classification problem, right? So in that respective case, what we do, we use of the logistic regression, which is helping you to solve up the classification problems, right? So very simply understand, whenever it comes about solving any classification problem, there you will be using of the logistic regression. And whenever it comes about predicting the analysis, performing any predictive analysis, there it will come for your linear regression. Example for linear regression I already gave, the employee of the year. And logistic regression example is again the same which I gave you under the classification. I have to check whether a student is pass or fail based over the marks or based over the percentage of the students, right? And that is it. So this is what linear and logistic regression is. See, you have to be very clear that when to use linear regression, when to use logistic regression. As when I started with you the machine learning a few days back, I told you very clearly, right, ki under linear regression under machine learning, you have to give in the answers if you are choosing this particular method, this particular algorithm. So why? What's the reason? Why are you not choosing other algorithms, and why are you choosing this one only, right? What's the reason for that? What is the benefit? So you have to be very ready with these kind of the answers. You have to understand in what kind of a data, which kind of algorithms will be done, will be taken care of, and will be used of as. So yeah, that is what you have to do. And if you are done with these things, so trust me, machine learning is just so easy for you. And if you are somewhere stick with these kind of questions, ki why to use linear, why not to use logistic, or maybe in a time series data now, why do I have to use forecasting, why can't I use classification? If you are stuck with these kind of the questions into your mind, if you're not able to clarify these answers into your mind, trust me, machine learning is something which can really help you, really confuse you a lot. Okay? So when I'm telling you that what to use where, so just even try to note that down onto a notebook, that if linear regression is there, so where to use that out? If logistic regression is there, so where to use that out? Okay. TDM, linear regression, continuous numerical values. Yes, it takes the continuous numerical values. Absolutely right. Absolutely right? So yeah, this is what linear and logistic regression is. So everyone, are we clear with the types of regression over here? That what is linear regression and even what is logistic regression? Are we clear with this, guys? Okay, Roop Geek. Okay, TDM. Okay. What about rest, everyone, guys? Where are you all? Let me know. Are we clear with this thing? Okay, Akash. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, Adit. It's okay then if you revise it 4 times. Okay. Okay, I would want everyone to give me an example for the linear regression. Give me an example for the linear regression, guys. According to you, what can be a use case of a linear regression? Think of it and let me know. You have 1 minute of time, everyone. And I want everyone to give me the answers, and I just want you to just give it a try at least once. Okay, Akash, house price prediction. Absolutely right. Very well. Very nice answer. Perfect. Rest. What can be a predictive analysis? Predict the salary of employee according to its experience in years. Okay, absolutely fine, TDM, absolutely right. Good example. Okay, fine. What about Rugi, Aditya, guys? Expecting answers from you too also. And rest everyone also who are here in the class are expecting answers from you too, you all also, guys. Salary forecasting linear regression. Okay, ठीक है. Akash, origin based language speaking. Right. Very nice example. ठीक है. Assuming continuity. Okay, absolutely nice. Fine, guys. Yes, the examples for your linear real E-state predictions. Yeah, absolutely right. Very good, Aditya. Real E-state predictions. These are also linear regression. Right. So I got the idea that now you all are clear that what linear regression exactly is. Now logistics, so you all will be very clear because that's pretty more easy than the linear regression also. Right? Okay, let's proceed in further. Now here we have a few terminologies which you have to understand and which you have to remember for the further complete machine learning also. Okay, let's go through that a little bit over here. The very first term for you, the very first term over here is dependent variable. Okay, so see, whenever it comes about the regression analysis, right, where you have to predict, right, so or you have to understand, that is called as a dependent variable, right? So whatever the thing you have to predict or whatever the thing you have to understand in the regression, that is your dependent variable. Let's say, let's we take example for logistic regression over here. Okay? I was talking about that pass and fail. So what was that? Whether a student is pass or whether a student is fail. Right. So let's say we take that as a variable status, and under a status I would have pass, fail, pass, fail, pass, fail. So what I have to do, my main factor in the regression analysis is which we have to try to understand. So let's say my main factor is status factor. For my regression analysis, my main factor is status factor. So now this status factor will be a dependent variable because that is the main factor which I have to predict or which I have to understand. Right? So that is my dependent variable, or you say the other name is a target variable also. Right? As you all have given me the example, let's say Akash gave me house price prediction, right? So house price prediction, so the main factor, the main dependent variable in my house price prediction will be the price column will be the main, because that is what I have to do, that is what is my the need of this particular analysis, कि I have to predict the prices of the house. Now that is based over different conditions, at what place it is there, what's the length, square meters, everything I have to just check it out, right? That is all apart, but I have to check in the price of the house. That is it. Fine. So that will be my dependent variable or my target variable that I have to figure out, that I have to find in. Okay, that is what dependent variable is. Talking about the independent variable, now the factor which are gonna affect out my dependent variables, right? The factors which are gonna affect out my dependent variables or which will be helping me to predict the values of my dependent variables are independent variables. Now I was taking the example for the status, right? Whether a student is pass or whether a student is fail, right? Now pass or fail will be dependent on a lot of factors. It will be dependent on the percentage, it will be dependent onto the attendance, right? These are a few factors onto which my pass or fail of a student will be dependent. So that this percentage, now this attendance, these factors are my independent variables. So whatever I have to find, whatever is my target variable, so onto that target variable, whatever the variables will affect, whatever the columns are gonna affect or help me to predict my final result, that will be known as my independent variables, right? As we took the example for the house prices, right? So under house prices, house price was to my target variable. I needed to predict the price. but that will be based over the location where it is located. It will be based over what it is, 1 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, right? What is the locality? Even we will see that how far the market is from that place, how far the schools are from that place, how busy the area is. All these factors we will see, right? So these are all my independent variables which I am going to see, and based over that I am going to figure out and find out my target variable, which is my prices of the house. Fine. So everyone tell me, are we clear with dependent and independent? The final thing which we have to predict the complete analysis, that is my dependent variable or target variable, and whatever the variables or columns will help me in doing that, those will be my independent variables or my predictors. Clear with that, guys? Just help me out with the answer. Okay, Akash. What about rest, everyone? Are we clear, guys? Okay, fine everyone. Next we'll be talking about our outliers. Okay, TDM, independent variable, price of house, dependent variable, number of rooms, location, and other factors. Absolutely right, TDM. Absolutely right. Perfect. Okay, Rugi. Okay, thank you everyone for the confirmation. Let's talk about the outliers. Okay, just a second. Aditya says first research on ML, then it comes into the book for understanding us. Right, absolutely right, absolutely right, Aditya. Yes, that's what is the method that comes in. Right, and if you're talking about anything else, just let me know what exactly you're talking about. But if you're talking the method, so yeah, that is only the method. Okay, let's talk about the outliers now. So see, what are outliers? Whenever we work with the data now, we have a value, we have a range of a data. Let's say we were talking about that student data, right? So in that I have a data of that marks. Okay, so marks will range from 0 till 100, right? Because my exam, my paper was out of 100. So my marks will range from 0 up till 100. Now, by any case or by any way, if some student got a marks of let's say 150 by any maybe by any like student problem, right? Anything might have happened in between, but let's say there is one value as 150 for any student as a marks to score. What is that? That is an outlier. That is an outlier, right? Because now what will happen, this will actually like completely damage my data, because the mean, if I'll find the mean from 1 to 100, that will be something else, right? Now if one value of 150 comes in between, it is a very high value. If that will also be included in finding my mean, median, mode, everything, so at that particular place my all the values will be completely changed, they will be damaged, right? So outlier is somewhat that is an unwanted data. Outliers are actually said as abnormal values, right? Right, Rugik, abnormal values, or those are said as an unwanted data into my whole data which I am having. So it is an observation which contains either very low value or very high value in comparison to the other observed values. That is it, right? So yeah, that is what outliers are. Just simply understand these are the unwanted data. We have a data range. If any value goes out of that data, we say it is an outlier. And we even clear those outliers while performing the analysis, because they really help and affect our analysis. data analysis is something that's very you have to very take care while you are solving up the data analysis, while you are doing the data analysis, because a very small mistake of you also can disturb the accuracy of your prediction which you are doing. So you have to be very accurate and very particular about what you are using. So we can't take risk of any outlier, any very large value, anything that comes in between. So we remove the outliers. Methods are a lot of, we'll discuss about those afterwards. So are we clear what outliers are? Aditya, who and where does this research occur now? Present time. Okay, see Aditya, these research are also done by the professors. Okay, there are a lot of professors in a lot of colleges. Okay, those are day and night doing up a lot of research in each and every field. Okay, they are doing let's say talk only machine learning. So every day a lot of new algorithms comes into the role, right? A lot of algorithms are coming into the way. So how are those being developed? So there are people who are actually solving the real world problems. When you will go around you and see what real world problems are there, right? Into that particular case, you will see there are a lot of real world problems which exactly you have to solve. If you are a college student, you just go and see around your college, you will see a lot of problems. So people like you, what they think, okay, now I will be solving this question, I'll be automating this thing. Previously the attendance was taken by the teachers in the class. You had a register and teacher used to take that attendance, right? Next, what is being happening now, you have the fingerprints. Slowly and gradually you have that face captures, where it will automatically capture your face, see that okay it is you, and it will automatically mark in your attendance. So how are these things being developed? You are and we are the only people who are developing these things. Just go find a real world problem and try to solve that real world problem. Automatically a new thing will be developed in for you, right? So that is how the things are being developed, and that is how every day we are enhancing a lot in the technology field. Okay, right, absolutely right, Rugik. Chandrayaan 3 is absolutely a very good example for this, and these all researchers are doing by the scientists, by the professors, by the students like you all are also going as a research, they are going into research fields, developing new things with the team under the professors. They are developing a lot of new things over there, right? So yeah, that is how everything is being done, and that is how everything is being like further processed out. Okay, everyone clear? Especially it was Aditya, are you clear with that? Yes, absolutely right, Akash. Data analysis is something which is necessary for machine learning. And see, the reason is, Akash, because machine learning, what it is at the end, it is that you have to make a model for the data, right? And when it comes, you have to go ahead and first of all do the data analysis, then only you can take a sample from the data, and then only you can apply that model or algorithm into your data, right? The testing and training of the data can be once done once your data is completely cleaned, and cleaning of your data is exactly what you see as data analysis. Okay, so yes, it is necessary. Okay, fine, Rogi. Sure, Aditya, anytime you can ask in between, no worries in that case. Okay, multi-collinearity, let's talk about that. Now, when we say we have the independent variables which are not dependent on each other, and I told independent variables are key, whatever the target variable is and whatever the variables are helping to predict that target variable, those are your independent variables. Like location of the house, it's 1 BHK, 2 BHK or 3 BHK, right? And like what is the area, how far the shopping streets are from there, that is all what is your independent variable, right? Now, when all of these independent variables are highly correlated with each other than other variables. Now see, in a data, all the variables will not be independent variables. Okay, let me give you a very quick example for the same. Okay, what I'll do, let me just open the OneNote from here. Just give me a minute, okay? Hope you all are learning and enjoying too, right guys? Hope everything is getting clear to you. Okay, perfect, Rookgeek. Okay, let's talk about that. We're talking about the first word dependent, independent. I was classifying you with. Okay, Aditya, fine guys. So let's say I have a data into which I have the name as one of my columns. Okay, I have name, then let's say address, then let's say phone number. Okay, then let's say attendance. Okay, then I have marks, total marks. Okay, this marks is like total marks. Okay, turning on the dark mode. I'm not very sure like from where it will be done, because I have closed it once. Help me with that in the case Rookgeek. I'm not very sure, because I have to find it like from where will it be done. In side view. Okay, just a minute, okay. Okay, maybe I would just do it switch background to side view, because I am not able to get it now. That's the reason. Just a second. Okay, here. Better? Do you guys feel it better? Okay, maybe. Everyone, do you guys feel it better? Because I am not feeling it better. But okay, let's say if you're okay, then fine. I would again write it with the white now. We have the name. We have the address. It's okay, Rookgeek, it's fine. We then have the phone number. Okay. Then let's say we have the total marks of the student. Okay, then let's say we have the total marks of the student. Fine. After that, let's say I have the attendance, I have the percentage, and I have the status. Fine. Let's say I have all these columns with me. Okay, I have, let's say, all of these columns with me over here. You know why my chart is lagging a lot? Just give me a minute. Right, yeah, it's okay now. Okay, see, I have all of these things with me. Okay, I have all of these things, these factors with me. Now, if I have to classify between what will be the dependent and what will be the undependent variables, right? So my dependent variable is my status. You all know status is my dependent variable, because that I have to predict, right? And whatever we have to predict, that is my dependent variable. Now my independent variables will be my marks, or you can say my percentage. I will find based on the percentage whether a student is passed, whether a student is failed. So my dependent variable will be percentage. Independent variable will be my percentage and the attendance and the marks. These will be my independent variables only. Because the status, the final status, whether a student is pass or whether a student is fail, that is completely dependent on these factors only, right? It is dependent over the marks, over my attendance and over my percentage also, that whether a student is passed or not. Now if I have to just talk about rest of the things which we are having, just a minute guys. Now I have to talk about name, add phone number. Now these are not my dependent variable. Just listen to me out, right? This name, this address and this phone number, these are not my independent, because I don't have to do anything with the status of these particular variables. Tell me whether a student is passed or fail, right? I have to predict whether a student is passed or fail. Do I have to do anything with my name, address and phone number? Will it matter if the address is near or far with the status of a student pass or fail? Will it matter? Tell me yes or no in the chat box, everyone. Will it matter? Will the attendance matter? Will the address of a student matter for the status of a student being passed or fail? No, absolutely right? So this name, address and phone numbers, now these three are not my independent variable. First of all, understand this. Only depends on score. Absolutely right, Rubik. It only depends on score, right, Akash? Now I have to see that how marks, attendance and percentage are correlated with each other. Because see, it is related. Because everyone has a criteria that if you are having this much of attendance in the class, so automatically 5 marks will or 10 marks will get increased. You all might have this criteria into your colleges, that let's say your attendance is 90%, fine. So let's say your marks were 60 previously, so automatically 10 marks will be added because you have the attendance of 90%. So this is the criteria which everyone has, and now this 70 will gonna be and add up and make up the percentage for us. So now these three variables are correlated with each other. These are correlated with each other because marks, attendance and percentage, these three are depending on each other. If you have high attendance, you will get high marks and you will be having a high percentage also, right? So this particular condition will be known as a multi-collinearity condition for me. So these are the independent variables. These three were the independent variables for me: marks, attendance and percentage, and these are highly correlated with each other. Fine. So am I clear, guys, that what multi-collinearity means? Yes, confirm everyone. Are we clear what multi-collinearity means exactly? Okay, Rugeek. Rest everyone. Be a little quick in answering me out. I want everyone guys to answer me out, whosoever is present over here. Okay, Aditya. Okay. Let's talk about the underfitting and overfitting now. You all know that we have two things, right? You all know we are having two things. One is that we have a training data, one is we have a train data, and second is we have a test data. You know, right, that we have these two data, and further with these data only we go and apply our algorithms and do the respective stuffs, right? Now, if my algorithm is working well with the training data but not with the test data, it is working well with my training data but not with my test data, that I will say is a condition of overfitting. It is a condition of overfitting. And if my algorithm does not perform well with the training data also, it means it is not working good with the training data and the test data also, then I say it is a condition of underfitting. Fine. So when my data is working good with the training data, not with the test data, overfitting, and it is not working good with the training data and the test data also, it is a condition for my underfitting. Clear with that? So let me know everyone, are we clear with all the 5 terminologies? Dependent, independent, outlier, multi-collinearity, underfitting and overfitting. Are we clear with all these factors, everyone? There shouldn't be a single factor which you are not clear with, okay? Okay, are they the testing and training different? Training is like a small data which you train, and testing is when you apply that model to test whether the model which you have applied, whether that model is correct, it is working properly or not, right? That is what test and train. Under the test you apply the algorithm, and under the training you train in your model that such a way that it will pass in your algorithm or the model which you are applying onto it. Okay. Okay, fine guys, clear? Very well, good. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay, now let's see a few advantages of your supervised learning. First of all, let's see what are the advantages, then we'll be seeing what are the disadvantages also. Okay? Because we know it might have any other disadvantages, that is the reason only unsupervised came into the role. Right, so let's see what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, because it is very important for you to learn these and take care of, because you have to, from the or lot of data you have to find in which data and where to apply supervised learning. So this will help you out a lot in the same. Now, see, supervised learning is something which help you to collect the data, produce the data output from the previous experiences. Now, this is what you do up over here, right? In supervised, what you have? I give you the example of that fruits, right? You already have that, you have to predict this, and you already have the features of that particular data. It is red in color, it is green in color, it is orange in color. You already have that features. So you know what you have to predict. You even know what is the features of that. You just have to make up a algorithm or apply up a model so that you are like able to predict that in a good manner. Okay, that is what supervised learning is. You all know. Next is it helps you to optimize performance criteria with help of experience. Absolutely right, because when you will be having less work, obviously the performance criteria will be increased, right? It will be optimizing the performance criteria with the help of the experience, because see, you already know that if something is red in color, you have to say it is a apple. You already are knowing that thing. So when you are knowing that, okay, what I have to do, it is very better and it is very easy as in for you to do that particular thing. So optimizing the performance with the help of the experiences which already we have in there, right? Okay, 1 second, Aditya Kumar, ma'am, sorry to disturb. I usually take 4 to 5 hours in analysis of 3-hour mock test. Please help. Okay, see, Aditya, 4 to 5 hours analysis of 3-hour mock test. Please help. Okay, see, Aditya, listen to me. See, data analysis and analyzing the data. Okay, this is something which absolutely takes in your time. And you know, only there is one way for reducing of the time, and that is practicing a lot of data. Okay, Aditya, might when you have learned about this machine learning, data science, data analysis, there you might have done a lot of like examples also, lot of projects too you might have done, right? But at that time you might not have any timer with you. You were kind of, you have to finish this project in 2 days, right? You might have that particular criteria, finish this project in 1 day or 2 days. Now what is happening, you are having up a timer that you have to do this in 3 hours. That is a restriction that you are having in right now, because 1 day is as well 24 hours is very more than enough for a normal data analysis to be done. But yeah, 3 hours is something which is required a lot of your practice first of all. And secondly, Aditya, I request you ki whenever you are doing the data analysis now, be very clear in the very starting that what you have to apply. Aditya, it might happen with you in between ki you are, let's say, applying random forest. Let's say you're applying random forest, and at a point you realize that no, random forest might not work. I can just remove this random forest and I can apply something else. Or when you are maybe cleaning the data, right? When you're cleaning the data, so data cleaning might require a lot of time, right? So these are a few, see, just try to analyze that where your maximum time is going. Okay, just try to analyze where your maximum time is going. And once you're able to figure out now where your maximum time is actually taken and where it is going, just try to reduce that particular part, and automatically you will be able to solve that particular in the given time only. Okay, just try to figure out where your maximum time is going, and it should not be gone on that particular case. Okay, just try to do that particular thing and think it onto the way. You will maybe get a lot of help from that. Sometimes it takes too much time to train the data set. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely right, Rubik. It many times it takes a lot of time for training of your data based on the iterations. So now again, there you have to figure it out. Okay, how that can be reduced. Take a little small sample. Take a small sample in that particular case. Whenever you're training, take a small sample, work onto that, and this is all what you have to figure it out at your end once you are having the data into your hand. Key, what I have to take in, where I have to apply what, where what data cleaning techniques have to be applied, right? There is a lot of things which you have to think in while you are doing. But Aditya, I would say just do as much practice as you can. And secondly, try to think that where your maximum time is going and try to reduce that time from there, and it will all be solved in for you. Okay. Hey Gaurav, welcome to the live stream. Okay, let's proceed in, and now let's talk about the third one. That is, as supervised machine learning helps to solve various types of real-world computation problems. Absolutely right. See, machine learning is something which helps you to solve the real-world computation problems. So either it is supervised, it is unsupervised. Everyone will help you to solve up the real-world problems. Okay. Next is, it performs classification and regression tasks. Yeah, absolutely. It helps you to classify based on the classification or regression, so that it makes easier for you to go ahead and do that particular task and perform that particular task, right? Okay. Next is, it allows estimating or mapping the result to a new sample, right? This is what you have under the supervised learning. Ki whatever the result you are having, you can just estimate that as a new sample. You can just make that as a new sample, and you can map that as also as a new sample. This is what you can do under the supervised learning. Next is, you have complete control over choosing number of classes we want in the training data. Absolutely right. You can just choose over your wish that how many classes or maybe how many variables you want under your training data and the things. Right. So yeah, these are a few advantages of the supervised learning. Okay. The foremost advantage of the supervised learning is the very first one. Okay, you already have what you have to predict. You already have that. You already have the features into your hand, right? You just have to work with those, and that is it. So am I clear with that, everyone? Are we clear with all the advantages of supervised learning, guys? Okay, Rugeek, rest everyone, are we clear? Okay, Piyush. Okay, Rugi, fine. Talking about disadvantages. Now, when it comes about classifying the big data, it can be challenging. Okay, fine, Piyush, fine. Thank you guys. Thank you for the confirmation. Right, whenever it comes about big data, it can be a challenging. Yeah, absolutely right. It can be challenging because if I have that, if something is red in color, something is orange in color, something is green color, just say that it is an apple, orange or grapes. Now, when I have a big data, under that you will get fruit as strawberries also. You will get cherries also. Now, these are also red in color only. So, differentiating at that place might become challenging for you. So, that is where it says that classifying the big data, it can be challenging for you. Okay. That is something where supervised learning can create a problem for you to solve it out. Absolutely, it would do. Okay. Now, next is training for supervised learning needs a lot of computation time, so it requires a lot of time. Absolutely right. It needs a lot of computation time also, because you know this is something which is red in color. Now, you have to just train that and say that it is apple. Right now, this is what you have to do up over here. In that case, it needs a lot of computation time. At least a lot of time to compute up the things. So yes, it might take a lot of time for you to do this particular thing. Now, supervised learning cannot handle all complex tasks in machine learning. Absolutely, it cannot, because supervised learning is completely based on where it comes about. Okay, you have something to classify, right? Where you have something to classify, where you have something to predict in terms of you are given up with the things and you have to predict. Now, supervised learning is something which can be taken care of in a lot of complex tasks that you have under supervised learning. Absolutely right. So yeah, this is one of the disadvantages of supervised learning. Rugi, big data, lots of parameters, high complexity, lots of time to train. Absolutely right, Rugi. Absolutely right. Computation time is vast for supervised learning. Yes, it is true. Requires a label data set. Absolutely right, because till the time you will not have label data set, you will not be able to go ahead with the supervised learning. Absolutely right. Right? It requires a label data set for you. And it requires a training process also. So absolutely right. It requires a training process for you to go ahead. Fine. So yeah, these are a few advantages, because getting a label data set and getting a training process, this is not that every time you will be having into your hand. So yeah, this is, you can say, somewhat a kind of a disadvantage thing too, which you have up over here under the supervised learning. So yes, everyone, are we clear with the supervised learning? The disadvantages too. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Where you should use, where you should not use the supervised learning. Okay, Rugeek. Okay. Rest, everyone, are we clear? Okay, crystal clear. Okay, fine. Good to know that. Yes, guys, be a little quick in answering. Are we clear with the supervised learning completely? We just haven't covered the linear regression, logistic regression in detail, because we'll be having a separate lecture for the same, separate class for the same we'll be having. But except that, are we all clear with the things? Good go. Okay, good to go. Fine, Rugi, fine. Okay. We will not be covering reinforcement and unsupervised tree. I will take you a little bit towards the naive Bayes algorithm. Okay. Okay. We see it is a naive Bayes classifier. Okay. Now just understand it in a way. This is an algorithm. We were till the time trying to classify supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement. These were the types of machine learning. Okay. Now, under types of machine learning, we have different algorithms. So, naive Bayes classifier is one of those algorithms. Okay. Okay, Ritik, label data explanation. Okay, Ritik, label data is something na ki, let's say I have a case where I have I have a box of balls. Okay, now I have to find out, or now I have to predict the different colors of the balls. Okay, I have to count the total number of different colors balls. I have to count total how many red balls I have, total how many blue balls I have, total how many white balls I have. I have to count all of these. And I even know that I have to count the blue, I have to say it is a red, I have to say it is a black. So what will be done in that particular case, Ritik? I will say that, okay, wherever blue in color, keep it separate. Wherever red in color, keep it separate. Wherever black in color, keep it separate. So this is where I am having up a label data with me. Let's say I have to classify, sorry, I have to find a different, I have a data for different, let's say, whatever you say, different grocery items. Okay, let's say I have a example for grocery items. Okay, I have that label with me. Now, under that, you are already classified with the things. If you see something white in color, smashed white in color, say it is salt. If you say something in red in color, say it is red chili. If you say see something in yellow color, say it is turmeric. Right? We have these all. So I am already given ki what is turmeric, what color is, I have a red chili, what color I have of this particular thing. I just have to train my model to predict that particular thing, and that is all what we have under label data. Okay, most welcome Ritik. Fine. Okay, talking about the naive Bayes. So naive Bayes classifier, it is a collection of classification algorithm based on Bayes theorem. Now, Bayes theorem is something that you have under the probability. Okay, probability, if you have heard about the mathematical term which is probability, and might you have, if you have done your graduation, if you are still into graduation of 3rd or 4th year, so you might have learned about the Bayes theorem into your 1st or 2nd year, I guess, right? So see, naive Bayes classifier. First of all, it is a collection of classification algorithms. So whenever it comes over talking about the classification, there naive Bayes classifiers come into role. It is not a single algorithm. Okay? Naive Bayes is not a single algorithm. It is a collection, it is a family of algorithms where they all have a common principle, and each and every pair of that feature is being classified and is independent of each other. Okay. Now understand my word. When we, first of all, it is this naive Bayes classifier, this is not a single algorithm. It is a group of algorithms. Fine, there's a family of algorithms. Now here, each and every pair of feature which is being classified is independent of each other. Independent means related with each other. I told you, independent variables are the ones that are your predictors, that are dependent, and with all of the independent variables only we go and it will help us to predict out our dependent variable, right? So now naive Bayes classifier is having that particular thing. Here all the things which will be having, all the algorithms which we will be having, right, they all have a common principle. They all are having one simple common thing, and that is every pair of feature, whatever the features they will be having up into them, they all are independent of each other. Okay, they all are independent of each other. So when I'll be letting you know about these algorithms in detail, not today, afterwards, when we learn the Bayes theorem, then only I'll let you know. So when we are having the idea of all of these things, okay, when we are having the idea of all of these things, ki you have the algorithms, right, they all share up a common principle, and all of those are independent of each other. There we say it is a naive Bayes classifier. Okay, so naive Bayes classifier, this is not something single, it is actually a family of algorithms. There are a lot of algorithms which come under these that I'll classify you afterwards. When you are done with all those algorithms, then I'll classify you what algorithms come under naive Bayes algorithm, right? But as of now, understand it is not a single algorithm, it is actually a family of algorithms where they share up a common principle, that is every pair of feature which is being classified is independent of each other. Okay, so everyone, are we clear that what naive based algorithm is exactly? Just quickly confirm me everyone, are we clear that what is a naive based classifier? Okay. Okay Akash, okay Ruggeek. Right, absolutely fine. Okay. So yeah, this is what exactly it is. Now moving deeper into it, diving more deeper into it, that is we will not do something right away, right? I'll let you know about that also. Okay, okay Somajit. Okay, Aditi ma'am, you always use algorithm words, so you must know all algorithms. See, Aditi, every day na something or the new is being developed, right? So I won't say कि I know every algorithm, right? But I would say कि I can help you to know about those algorithms also. Whatever are there till now, I know about those algorithms. Because see, there is no one which knows everything, right? I'm not exactly the one who really knows everything. But yeah, the things which are required for being a good data scientist, being at a good position into that particular field, clearing your exams with the good rank, with the highest ranks, all those things which are required, that all I know. But if you talk about all the algorithms in the world, no, not exactly, because every day I am also learning from you all only, right? We all are learning each and every single day. So yeah. Okay. Ritik, this one ma'am, probability of AB is good. Right. Absolutely yes. This is the base theorem. Right, Ritik. Absolutely right. Akash, ma'am, I got implementation problem in these. Okay, sure, Akash, no issues. We'll be covering the implementations part 2. Okay, we'll be just covering up, not today, but I'll be slowly and gradually covering up the implementation parts 2. So in case whenever you get that problem, now you can join in the classes and there you can just clear with those implementation problems with me. Okay. Aditya, where do I get an updated? Okay, Aditya, you can just try on the Google, just try to see the new things which are getting invented into the field of machine learning. Okay, you can just go and read out a lot of research papers and everything. There you will be getting the updated algorithms also. There you will get to know about a lot of updated algorithms, right? Rugik, on collab, yeah, on collab also you can just go to that portion where you get to know about the things. There also you can learn about the algorithm. So if you are interested in learning up the new things in terms of machine learning, what is getting developed, what is getting invented, everything, so just try to have a habit of going through research papers a lot, because they give you a complete idea and that what is going in the market, what is being developed, what challenges are getting faced in developing those things. So in case you have any idea, in case you have any method, you can always reach out to the people and you can also be a part of these inventions, these things getting made out. Okay, perfect. Okay, fine. So let me know guys, are we clear with whatever we have discussed into this particular class today? Are we clear with all the things? Just help me out with the same first of all. Most welcome Aditya, most welcome. Just tell me first of all, are we clear with all the things whatever we have discussed in today's class? Yes, no, something? Just let me know. Are we clear? Okay, fine, Rugi. So guys, every day we'll be having up the classes from 7 p.m. only. Okay, so from every day we will be having the classes from 7 p.m. and classes will be around 1.5 to 2 hours only. Okay, so if you have anything else which you have planned in from 8 p.m. or somewhat time, so just try to shift that to 9 p.m. Okay, we'll be having everyday classes from 7 minimum till 8:30, maximum till 9. When we don't have any crash course, because crash courses get long for 3 to 4 hours, but normal classes will be of 1.5 to 2 hours every day. So just take out that 1.5 and 2 hours of time, 7 to 9, just keep that time completely free for you to attend these machine learning classes. Okay, and whenever the time changes, I will inform you 1 or 2 days previously only, and the classes will be scheduled for you all 1 day prior only. So just try to book the calendar at that particular time and just click on that notify button also, no, so that once we are starting up the classes, you get to know. Okay, now everyone, I just wanted a little feedback from you all. Let me know how and like what is your feedback about today's class. Like, did you people liked out the class, right? And if you have any changements or improvements for me to suggest, just please do that, because I am again saying you, last 1.5 months we are left out with, right? And it's the exact time where you have to go and put in all your efforts. So I just even want you, if you have any suggestions about the class, how was the class, if anything to improve, just let me know that particular thing. I'll be really happy to get the feedbacks. Yeah, sure, Ritik, that we'll be following up into the further class. Absolutely, Ritik will be doing. And even do let me know, guys, how was the class? How did you like it? Okay, fine, Rugi. Thank you for your words. Yes, everyone, I just want everyone to give me the feedback. Oh, no, not like that, Aditya. See, I am here for you all, right? I am here for you to train you, teach you, get in some good things for you all, right? So I would be even wanting to know that how are you liking up the things? Are you even liking or not? If liking, so how much? And if you have any suggestions, you can surely let me know, because here it all is about you, right? Here it's everything is just about you only. Okay? Okay. But if possible, you can add some graphics or to visualize. Okay. Okay, Rugi, I just try to put in a few graphics for visualizable. Okay. Rugi, might happen that in machine learning it's a little difficult, but surely I'll just try to figure out, I'll just try to search something and surely get it done. Okay. Okay, Rugi, for the question problems, I'll be taking a special class onto the classes onto the app, Rugi, because there we have the feature of polling and everything, so it becomes very easy for me for the question and problems. Okay, but yeah, again, if you will suggest once a week, we can have 1 or 1.5 hours of quiz kind of a thing over here. If you people suggest, we can do that onto the live also, no issues. Okay, yeah, just make sure everyone that every day you all are joining. Okay, just make sure every day you all are joining on time, so that you don't miss out any classes over here. And even I would just try to say you just have to be very regular over here. Okay, and also when that is practical is how to apply ML. See, Aditya, applying machine learning is something now ki first of all you will be having up a data with you. Okay, you will be cleaning that data very first of all. Cleaning the data involves reducing and removing the outliers, whatever the empty rows or columns you're having, either filling them or removing them or partially filling them, like whatever is the required thing, you will be doing that. Then you'll be visualizing up a few plots like bar plots, scatter plots, line plots. You will be seeing that how does the complete structure looks like of your data, how is it spreaded, right? You'll be doing a univariate, bivariate analysis and everything. Then you will be moving on to your machine learning part, where you will be having up a training data with you. You'll be training that data. Okay, you will be applying up the statistical probability, all of those particular things based over the kind of a data you are having. You'll be applying the machine learning algorithm which is being over there. Okay, then again you'll be visualizing that now how is the difference between the previous graph and this graph, how have been they differentiated, am I able to figure out something new into this particular data. Then you will be testing up your data, means applying up and putting up a model of your data, making up that particular thing. That is how you will be doing, and at the end you will be predicting the accuracy of the algorithm or the model which you have applied, because getting the accuracy is something which is the most important thing into your complete data analysis, because with that accuracy only you can say now that I have predicted this result with a 30% accuracy, or I have predicted this result with this 0.01% accuracy. That is only how you give up the final results and final answers, right? So yeah, that is in real the practical, that how this complete machine learning is done in the practical portion. Okay, I just told you word by word. Yeah, if we get time after, once we are done with your complete preparation, I'll surely give you once a complete 2-3 hour of data analysis practical also, that how everything works into the reality. Okay, I'll just surely try to give that. Okay, Adi, someone told me that you have to know basic as well as advanced Python, machine learning and AI. Is it right? Yeah, advanced Python, Adi, I guess that person from the advanced Python might be talking about your NumPy pandas, right? Because in ML and AI, advanced Python includes your NumPy pandas, Seaborn, Matplotlib, right? Yeah, that things only. But yeah, for machine, see, Python, basic Python is required for data analysis. But yeah, when you go with the ML and AI is the combination of deep learning, machine learning and data science. So yeah, that is absolutely requiring a little bit of more high level like knowledge of Python. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, sure, Geek, Rook Geek, waiting to see you in the next session too. Okay, great guys. So if you people have anything else, you can let me know, or otherwise I will be closing up the session for today. Right, tomorrow again we'll be meeting at 7 p.m. with tomorrow the topic will be K nearest neighbors. That is again one of the other algorithms which we have under machine learning. Be ready, just come with a quick revision of whatever we have learned today, so that tomorrow it doesn't take too much of time in the revision and we can further proceed with the main topic. Right. Hope you all have enjoyed this particular class today. I enjoyed a lot with you all. Thank you for coming over here, and let's be regular from today. Every day we'll be meeting at 7, and let's learn out the things. Go ahead and let's quickly crack out this GATE 2024. Okay. Ritik ma'am, please give us. Ritik, not able to get you. Just waiting for a response, Ritik. Be a little quick. Problem practice for GATE CSIT papers. Okay, sure, Ritik. I'll just try to talk to the team. Okay, they already might have the things with them. So I'll just try to talk with the team, and maybe we'll be just coming up. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow is Sunday. Okay, so might be team would be on off. But yeah, after I'll just have a word with them, and sure, I'll just communicate this and we'll be coming up with something. Okay, thank you for your suggestion. Okay, great guys. So in that case, thank you all for attending this class. It was great having you all here. See you all tomorrow again, same time, 7 p.m. Bye bye guys, take care, have a great evening ahead, all of you, and do study and do enjoy too. Okay, bye bye guys, and have a very good night. Most welcome everyone. Most welcome guys.